today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdes-Scantling. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Mahomes going to throw.
Screen.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
He's short.
And I don't think he got there.
Good job.
He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup, threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
Okay. Hey, Sanders. Okay, that's tough. That's a tough run. Tough run.
The pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a carry for Pirine, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a pretty good opening drive that'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for Travis Kelsey last week. 10 catches, 77 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Oh, shit.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And we were in man, so no one has him? Ah, you know what?
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got a man complete.
Guys, look at that. It's 6 of us back there.
Back-to-back plays of right
oh
around
my
30
God.
yards.
It's 6 of us back there.
Has totally been flipped. A great job pulling that one in
he
from a guy as we know
sink
who
those
can really
covers.
blaze.
Look at that.
Oh,
look at this number 37.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he's got his man on the out route. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try to run this one.
Oh, look at this shit here.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts.
Oh,
firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
God damn,
One of
man.
the best routes, one of the
Jesus fucking Christ. Man, catch the ball.
Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch. And
Damn.
usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And
God,
able to show off some of that
back up, take it away,
Jalen. Slides to the ground there, and in the process,
they give you, dog.
picks up the 1st down. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Hey guys, and I ain't going to no more games.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they deliver there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh!
But it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Damn.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are able to move back in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Thank God you can see that was a spacing play. A spacing play.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Wow. He'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
All right, so what is happening here? What is happening here? Where are you guys going? Oh, well, he just threw that shit right up the seam. Threw it right up the seam. You guys are where you're supposed to be. I just threw it up the seam.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Edwards-Helaire on the counter.
God!
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw.
Damn! Oh, and you took him off of him. God damn it! And you took him off of him!
For a Kansas City touchdown.
Oh, my God.
A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. As his guys have now moved out in front.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Wow.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Wow,
wow. Of just 4 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Wow.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Now give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Oh, man.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dart ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a carry for Sanders. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And a quick throw here that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line.
They have a timeout, though.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Dak Prescott, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounced back from the defeat on opening weekend. Next, we're off to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Rashad Bateman, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Leonard Fournette with 2 touchdown runs. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. So here are the Eagles to take over. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. It's Perine to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding up.
I think the ultimate draft picks and players, and not all-star players. Maybe one all-star type player. Yeah, I don't even think you get that. So you would. Right now you're ready to blow it up. Yeah, it's just like yesterday. It was the end. I don't want to. I frankly don't want to watch them play basketball. Like I don't want to watch him play basketball. Like that was disgraceful. It really was. And that was the end of
the defense right now with the running game and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Jesus. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A give running left, it's Sanders. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. L'Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, back to Sanders. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 129 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's Pirine. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, God damn it! You big fucking dummy.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They call it a loss of a yard there.
Why would you do that?
And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Back. Well, probably free. I think
so Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. He made his first attempt, this from 45. The kick by Elliott is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
God damn it.
By Tony. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. He's able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down.
You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelce.
Oh!
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy
Guys,
of the 30.
this guy has not missed a fucking
Good
pass.
work
He's
after
18
the
of 18.
catch, going to net him 23
What the
and
fuck?
a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes
He's
it takes
18
more
of
than one
18.
man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and
Like,
hold on.
there's no
and wait
chance
for
that
your
they got-
teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Wow. Guys, we've tried blitzing, we've tried everything.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And
Oh, he's
in the
19
red
for
zone
fucking
before he
19.
crosses
Good
over out of
fucking
bounds.
19
Mahomes
for 19.
finding Juju there for the Kansas City first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come.
Oh, the ball is out. Edwards.
Oh, man! And Patrick Mahomes comes in and grabs it. Oh, man. That
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
Wow.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. Now, I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered.
And he
They
should
still
have
an
broke his
opportunity
fucking arm
to
diving
keep
in
the
there.
red zone.
Are you kidding me?
What's going on with July? Get your thoughts together, because I'm going to play some futures coming up here. Sixers, Flyers, too. You remember from Flyers?
What is he, Superman?
Yeah. I can't predict what they're going to do this offseason, though. I don't know what they can do.
Oh, man.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
Come on, guys.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an
20.
8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
Man,
and the Chiefs are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit, and Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
No, like they ain't bobbled it.
Extra
No,
point
I
by
mean, come
Butker
on.
is on target, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh, wow.
They're going to be batted away and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
But first down, Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try to limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Down to the 22-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, back to Sanders. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Touchdown.
Good job.
A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Wow, look at how
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Hurts will throw, being chased out left. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2.
All right.
And now the lead stays at 5. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before.
He missed the pass all game. Wow.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 27, Mahomes.
All right, guys. Okay, guys. Let's get off the field here.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28.
Got 21-21. He missed the pass all game. He missed the pass all game.
But it still leads
21 for 21. Wow.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
Sack, trying to get away, but could not. That was Justin Reed, the
I wasn't going to throw that ball because they just dropped back in the spot. Oh.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Because I'm pretty sure dudes were covered. Oh, yeah. That dude's covered in the middle. That dude's covered in the middle.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
They look
credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's got Smith-Schuster, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25.
Oh, damn. 24-25.
Keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
Oh, man.
The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I mean, are we serious?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Mahomes.
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at this shit.
Down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Good job, guys. Cheating bitches, get out of here.
This football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot
good job. Big play, Slay.
In the end zone.
They did what they tried. They tried.
Here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll go again with Sanders. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Hurts a handoff to Sanders, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
They tried.
The Chiefs
they tried.
Now going to use the last
they tried.
Timeouts.
They tried.
The 3rd and final.
Look at this shit here. Look at this shit here. Oh, damn. Wrong. They tried, boy. Let's look at Patrick Mahomes, man. I mean, god damn. Really? 27 of 29. 27 of 29. And they didn't even have any drops. Oh, yeah. No drops. No drops. No drops? Shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I had 2 drops. They ain't have none. Boy, I tell you, some cheating rats. Get them out of here, though. See ya. See ya.
Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. For the
sorry, Big Red.
They had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Eagles, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brent.
Well, at some point you may not have a choice because he says trade me, right? And I don't think we're that far away.
Yeah, I hope we don't get to that point. But I mean, there is some carbon.
So be ready. You always got excuses, and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly.